Hello there, I'm Trevor, and FNAF World 2 just got announced, which is super exciting, although it wasn't just announced, it's actually been a couple of weeks now. But I was on vacation when it got announced, during the 12th anniversary of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I know, it was the worst possible time to be on vacation for a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. But here we are, let's talk about it. Now, FNAF World 2 is not the only thing that got announced around this time. We also got a look at the next mainline game with this new Vanny teaser, which is really cool and really freaky looking, but I'm really excited for whatever this is for, but this is all we got, just like a little concept art teaser, so that's literally all we know for now. On top of that, we got news that there will be a real restaurant opening in New Jersey, of all places, which is really strange, but hey, I guess there's a lot of demand over there for pizzerias, I don't know. Hopefully that does pretty well and it can open up new locations in like other parts of the world. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about that. There's also new book cover art for the Tales from the Pizzaplex books. I must admit, I'm a pretty big fan of the original cover art, but these new ones are like, they're too good. Like they need to calm down. Be like, ooh. But that's all I have to say about those announcements. Let's talk about FNAF World 2. Well, first of all, I just want to get this out of the way. I was right about the announcement. I said that probably we would get news about a new FNAF game by the end of the summer, and guess what? We got a new announcement by the end of the summer. This also means that all of my theories are correct, and I'm always right about everything. Now, when it comes to FNAF World, I have to admit, I've never played the game. I know, I'm terrible, I'm a LARPer, I'm a fake fan, whatever. I need to get to that sometime, yeah, I know. But I am super excited for FNAF World 2 because I'm a big fan of RPGs, especially turn-based, but I have never played FNAF World, and I know I need to get to that. I think it'd be really fun to do a stream of me playing FNAF World, like let's say a week before FNAF World 2, and then I'll stream FNAF World 2. I think that could be pretty fun. Let me know if you're interested in that. I would be down to try that out, but that probably won't be for quite a while. Because like I said, I do not expect the new mainline game to come out anytime soon, and I really don't expect FNAF World 2 to come out anytime soon either. I want to say this game will probably come after the next mainline game with the new Vanny model, mainly because we don't know how long this game has been in development for, whereas we know Steel Wool has been working on the next game for quite some time now, so I would expect that to release maybe sometime next year. Whereas FNAF World 2, I could see it being another year or two, maybe even 3. Who knows, it could be like 5 laps at Freddy's and just get disappeared, I don't know. It's really a big question mark of when it'll happen, but I'm just super excited, I really hope it does happen. But now let's talk about why you're all here, what you all want to know. Will there be lore? What will FNAF World 2 give us in terms of the story? In order to understand the answer, we have to also think about FNAF World and what it is. What I would expect from FNAF World 2 is something very similar to the first game. FNAF World is the game that really explores the more spiritual concepts of FNAF. It really delves into the spirit realm or the spirit world or whatever you want to call it. And the whole game itself is more of a personification of maybe the afterlife, maybe something like that. I'm not really sure, like I said, I haven't played the game. But I would expect FNAF World 2 to be somewhat similar in story. Obviously the gameplay will be similar, but I think the whole format of the story will be also very similar to what we see in FNAF World 1. But I also really doubt that it's going to go back in time and talk about some of the earlier events in the timeline. I think what we're going to see is the concepts of FNAF World 1, but applied to the story that we're getting in the current mainline games. If that's confusing, I understand. I'm going to explain it now because I have a theory on what the story of this game could possibly be. The main consensus on the story of FNAF World is that it is about the spirit of Cassidy helping the spirit of Dave Afton move on. Keeping that in the back of our minds, we now have to think about the current series of events and think about what could possibly relate to that, or what could have a similar structure to that within the modern games. And my mind immediately jumps to Cassie and David. And yes, it is largely because their names are very similar, but there's also a lot of precedence for them having similar roles in FNAF World 2, especially if this game takes place after the next mainline game. And if all of the theories are correct about David being the white tiger and Cassie being in Murray's costume manor in the next game, then I could very well see her helping him move on. Because David is this massive question mark. He's really confusing. There's not really a place for him in the current story after his death, but he does remain, or so we think at least. So I could see FNAF World 2 closing the box on David. Does that make sense? Probably not. In short, I think FNAF World 2 will probably come after the next main game, where we'll see Cassie enter the MCM and help David, and then in FNAF World 2, we'll actually see them interacting more in the spiritual realm. It could even relate to the sort of stuff that we see in Ruin with the virtual network. I could see that being an interesting twist, with FNAF World 1 being the spiritual realm, and then FNAF World 2 being a more digital or virtual realm counterpart. That could be interesting. There's a lot of ways that this game could go, and this is just one idea of what it could happen in this game. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope this wasn't too rambly. I'm pretty rambly at times. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this weird little video. I hope you're excited for FNAF World 2 and the next game. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. I don't know if you've gotten that. I've probably said that a lot, but I'm really excited for FNAF World 2. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the future.